Hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another live stream. Another one! Oh, you thought there were going to be no more. No, no one thought that. We're on a daily streak, leading up to Christmas. It's day 1128, not that daily streak. Oh, no, not that one. Thank you, Fortunate Narado, Floyd, Neela Flowers, Becca, Devin Crates, and Forgill for putting those bananas into that chat. That is where they belong. Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're live on the twitch.tv/the playing the modded Minecraft. Shall we get into it then? I made some notes actually. I've been playing a bit, just doing a bit more building. I've had a bit of a eureka though. I don't think I want to put a canopy above this anymore. It kind of would look weird for the buildings to have like a bunch of leaves hanging down without seeing any trees. So now I'm thinking let's embrace what feels like the night time, right? That's what we're going to embrace. We're going to embrace the feeling of night. Yeah, we've got a torch over here. I've cleared out a ton of space height-wise as well around here, as I think we're going to embrace the darkness. We tried to do that in the room below, and I felt like you could see the stone, whereas here just feels like the night sky. So I feel like we need a texture up there to maybe add some occasional stars, and then we'll really have it. Oh, I forgot to try pixels. Oh well, says Devin Crates. If you want to jump on doing this, I'm not going to rush into doing it, so you got time if you want to make some pixel art. I've had a couple of submissions already. Definitely one that I would do if none others arise, but yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. And I've had some thoughts about where to go with the build, and I also had some projects that I wanted to do today. So we're going to do building here and projects and all sorts. We'll start to build what's behind the walls as well. So as I look at my list, aha, right, that reminds me of something I was up to. Okay, so let me show you. We need a terminal in this area already. Well, let's run over this bit first. I've obviously put in more sand. Haven't really changed up the shape of this, although I've started to tear out some things here. What I've done is put 3 different types of metal in here and build this thing up. And now I'm thinking that we should use andesite as like a sort of final texture to create like a bigger, blander, taller building behind this. And this is a bit more of a facade. I think that's the way it's all going to work. We've got a noise in the ear. It's Amia Macy gifting a sub to Ailcan Ligpigger. I mean, I've probably butchered that name, but thank you so much for tuning in. And Amia Macy, thank you for gifting the sub. Appreciate you supporting our channel. So down at this level, I've done more pattern processing. I've had trouble with this one. Anything that uses that doesn't seem to work. What I've been putting in are recipes from Immersive Engineering, just because that was a really cool mod. Right, so we've got all of this stuff. And it leaves me with a couple of projects, right? And I should have put them over here on the side, so I'm going to do them now. Yeah, I'm not sure how to search for this, actually, for what I want. Maybe if I just click on that. No, that's not it. That'll be it. So I need to do this project, and I think we'll do it today and put it inside one of our new areas. So we got that. We got the creosote oil bucket. Easiest way to do this really is to go in here. So one of these buckets is like creosote, or not. So add that on the side. So, oh, it's not actually here. Interesting. Creosote oil, there you go. So we need a coke oven. Actually, it tends to do both. So, 2 in 1. 2 in 1. The other thing I need is a bucket filler. Oh yeah, there's a recipe that relies on having a water bucket. So I felt like we need to do that. So those are 2 potential projects. One I'm going to do off camera. I was hoping to have time to do it yesterday, but I didn't. I need to increase the brine over here, and I think what we're going to do is build a secondary one of these over on the opposite side of this array. Although, what I might actually do, it might be smarter for me, and I'm going to do this now, so I don't forget. Let's add a mechanical pipe here. Maybe it'd be smarter if I put the next one sort of coming from over here. Because then, if I need to add... If I put it... I was going to put it, like, in line. Then the array is, like, a fixed size. So if I put it coming in from that side, then the array can continue to expand that way. So, yeah, that's just a reminder to self. Nothing much else to report on. We're using up all our salt. We're not using our flint, though. And these things are running as fast as they can. But as you'll see, it's just not good enough. There is a conduit there, but I can't see it. Isn't that strange? Why are you making coke, says Zayon. Why the sad face? Why are you making coke? Oh, God. Cocaine. Oh, dear Lord. Cancel Xisuma. He's making cocaine on a live stream. Oh, God. I'm assuming you're trying to make the worst out of it. It's called coal coke. Did I say? I think I said coke coal. That's just what it's called. It's just a thing. Sometimes, you know, sometimes things share names, you know, like... Oh my God, have you ever drunk a Coca-Cola? Cancelled. Cancelled. Cocaine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why that makes you upset. That's my only one guess. That's my one guess. Hey, we don't need this here anymore, do we? See you later. One of these days, I'm hoping we remove some random thing and it's like, ah, that's what caused the lag. JM says, did you see the pixel art on Twitter? I know it's not great, but I'm curious what you thought. I don't know specifically which one was yours, so... I've only seen one or two. No, there's like two that I thought were a potential candidate. But I'm going to give it some time. Y'all have got plenty of time. We don't have to rush into doing that. Making coke in coke oven. Such heights of chemistry technology, says Ilmanaman. Right, so yeah, there's those things, and then what I also want to do today is hook this thing up with some automation and some controls. So we're going to start building out the control panel. First project though, let's get a water bucket filler, right? And I think I know how to do this. In fact, should we do the concrete thing as well? Because they're going to be similar mechanics. This could probably do the water bucket filling. I've got a weird feeling. So you can see we've got stupid amounts of water, but if ever we run out... Could be a... Okay, weird. So the hydrator doesn't do that, fair enough. So yeah, we're going to need a couple of tanks. 3 actually now. Also, can anyone tell me, does this go faster? It can hold more water. We could just use it anyway. Not that many. 3 of these I need. Brainboy says no pizzas at home today. Sad face. And I'm having pizza today. Oh, I can rub it in. I can rub it in. Have a salad. Okay? Have a salad today. You've had your pizzas the other day. Keep it balanced. Keep it balanced. Yeah, I don't have a recipe for this in the system. Why not? I like it so much. And guess what? It depends on the bucket. The same thing we're doing today. So, just realised I could build several bucket fillers over here. So I might leave the area for future projects. So you can see I was doing the mechanism stuff, right? So if I type in sink, that gives us everything we need. We need that as a pattern. Then we need the bucket recipe as a pattern. Then we need the water bucket as a fluid tank. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way we're going to do this stuff. So we just do that. First two get to go up here, and then the next one go somewhere else. No, no salad. X being influential right now. Maybe cancel him. Cancel salads. Right, I got a hot cup of tea here that I want to hold onto my hands because my hands are very cold. So we're going to sit and talk. Are we talking about pizza again, says Devon Grates? Apparently. I will do a push-up for every minute I am late. So 8 push-ups, says Brain Boy. I encourage the push-ups. Can't do any myself at the moment because I had my jab yesterday. So, had my jab, right? Moderna. You know, number 3. Every time I've heard about this, like, you know, anecdotal stories about getting the booster jab, it's been, oh, it's awful, it's the worst of all 3. This has been the easiest for me. The easiest. Like, I felt no sickness, tiredness, nothing. 100%. Yesterday, towards the evening, a little bit of something in my arm. And I've got it, you know, a little tightness again today. Not terrible, but it already feels like it's starting to subside a little bit. So, maybe I'll get a work in tomorrow morning if I'm lucky. But it looks like Monday I'll be back on it. Favourite pizza toppings, weirdest pizza you've eaten, says Cubez. So my favourite pizza is like barbecue sauce, chili cheese, chorizo, peppers, onion, that kind of direction, right? And when I order a takeaway pizza from the local place, they can put egg on the pizza, and I absolutely love egg on a pizza. Crying Bee says, if we talk about opinions, I want pineapple on pizza. I really want to try kiwi on pizza. I'll try anything. Like, what's the harm? Pineapple on pizza, love it. Great, great combination. It's good. You know, it does, like, I think the ham and cheese is a good shout. Like, it probably doesn't work with everything. Oh, not that low. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, I see. I middle-clicked it, but, you know, I get cobble. Because this ain't Silk Touch, which is something I could change. I could put Silk Touch on it. So, right, bringing this over here. And then I was going to have them share a cable, basically, because we're going to put them all side by side. Like that. I'm going to put one in the middle. That thing I will... Oh yeah, this method won't need any power, right? I'm going to leave that there, though. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, so look, it can get some from there. Uh-huh. And now we need more conduits. We always need more conduits, peeps. Hello, that's... Where'd my thing go? There it is. Pressurized fluid. I think that's the one we're using to the side of me. And we got it in the inventory. Cool. Qbears says, philosophically, with what toppings does a pizza stop being a pizza? Car. Try car on pizza. Then it becomes something you don't want to eat. Put a turd on a pizza. You definitely won't eat it. It's definitely not a pizza once there's a turd on it. Oh, no thanks. No thanks. No, I don't want that on my pizza. Some of you are grossed out. I'm the kind of person that doesn't get too grossed out by just talking about stuff. Even seeing it sometimes I'm not that grossed out. Like, I can eat my food while watching, you know, weird stuff or whatever on telly. Probably because I'm, like, very aware. I'm just sort of aware of, like, how easy it is to be queasy. And therefore, maybe think a little bit more like, it's, you know, it's all in your head. Something like that. Yeah, it looks like these are all filling up. It might not be a bad idea. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Might not be a... it probably is, actually. I was just thinking, if you left them... gave them the ability to extract as well, and one of them was being overloaded, but... They can all pull from down the bottom and go into one tank, so there's that. So this is the one that fills up the bucket, and that might be all I have to do. So if I go in here and type bucket and request 10, it will make... Ah, there you go. Right, yeah, so we haven't added any form of extraction. How am I doing this? Like a so. Like a so! I think I literally just need to do that. I'll probably need to do it... Ah, so it might have sent it back to a different machine. It's actually... Yeah, it's actually extracting them and sending them back to a different spot at the moment. I don't know if that counts as it being done. It would appear that it does. So it sends it back to a different ME interface and it accepts it. Because this isn't configured, it's sending it to that one. But I think what I'll do to be on the safe side is just give them all their own channel. So blue can go over here. And then... looks like I might need to reconfigure that. That's the one, isn't it? Insert. Yeah. So then this is extract. That will need to be insert on green. Cool. So that thing can still do its thing, but what we're going to do is not have it do anything. Essentially. Because we're gonna ditch this now, and we're gonna put all the coloured concrete into the other ones. So we sort of demonstrated it works with the water bucket. Now we're gonna see if we can get it to work with the other sets of colour. So then, all pizzas need to be edible, says Cubez. I guess so. I mean, pizza's food, right? Have you tried the Insane Craft mod pack? I have not tried that mod pack. I've actually got another one I want to play after this now. Got another one I'm eyeing up. It's one I played a long time ago and really didn't like, but there's a second version of it now, and I'm hoping it will be better. So, may just play that one after this, you know. Right, really what I want to do is actually just reset these before we get going. Let's do a little bit of tidy inventory, because we're about to jumble a bunch of items, so we don't need any of this. Do need that. Don't need that. That I'm holding on to for some building. Right, so what I want to do... Oh, no, it's not that. So, basic Minecraft and concrete. I'm going to make a stack of each type of concrete, right? It's actually using the powder each time, which is cool. Right, and apparently we have no yellow dye, so then I'm gonna nip into this thing. Was I not using that terminal? Get a little confused here, don't I? Okay, so now when I ask for yellow, hello. Got no lime. Maybe it's better to do it that way. That is a different type of powder. There you go, then pink. Dun grey, light grey, cyan, purple, blue, brown, green, red. I see it's making it with some different things here and there as well. And then what is that? Liquid concrete. Well, that's not for Minecraft, so why is that in there? Anyway, over here we go. You put lime in the coconut. What's this? A recipe for a drink? Now the coconut is a giant nut. What are you talking about, chat? Gosh. This is what I get for not reading chat as often as I should. This reminds me of that meme classifying all foods as taco, pizza, salad and something. I mean, here's a question for you. Is Rocky Road a salad? You know? Think about it. Think about it before you answer. I'm going to do all of these in order over here. Oh yeah, we need to hide these interfaces as well. Cosmic Dragon Eternus! God, what a name. Thank you for 3 months of support, my dude. Just popping in to say hi. Probably won't stay long since it's really late where I am. But I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you, my dude. Have a great sleep, rest at the end of your day. Appreciate it. And also, Anark is here for 46 months. Thank you, Anark. I apologise for ignoring you for 9 minutes. God, terrible. God, how am I a professional streamer, eh? Right, you have to leave the 1 free at the end, right? Otherwise it won't work. So now we jump through the hoops on the other numbers. Oh, sorry, numbers? The other colours. Sweet. There you go. So it's all kind of automated now that those things will be sitting in waiting. We have to add the... I've just managed to confuse myself in a really great way. Don't you love it where you confuse yourself and like, that is a great bit of confusion right there. I think I might have skipped over a step, right? So if we go here, we only have 1 recipe for crafting. Because then alright, I've got to make 2 sets. So I was kind of picturing myself making 1 set of recipes, and actually it's 2. Now I think what it makes sense to do here is to get like a little bit of everything in my inventory. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of everything. And now we're going to make the recipes in crafting mode. So what I get to do is swap these out. You've got to put 1... Actually, it doesn't matter there because... No, it doesn't... Oh, they go up top. It doesn't entirely matter there because you can only ever put 1 item into a crafting bench. You see what I mean? So even though I'm holding a stack, it's all good. Now I can just run through them 1 by 1 like this. Hey X, how you doing? Says Icy Piston. I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Anything can be a salad if you try hard enough, says Devin Crates. I mean, a salad is an assortment of ingredients on some level, right? So like, why would Rocky Road not be a salad? Everything's a soup unless it's a sandwich, says Becca. I mean, what about like, you know, a bowl of rice, chicken and salad or something? Or Sunday lunch. That's not a salad, is it? Unless that's the classification, because it's an assortment of things. I think in a salad, it's all got to be mixed up, though, right? All the salads I eat, everything's mixed up. I don't have them like portioned on the plate like you might do with vegetables. Beautiful, right? So now we've got all of those in. They need to just go up in here. Come on. I wish you could shift click into this. That would be a good one. So yeah, all of that's in there. Then we need machines now, machine patterns, and I've got to hang on. What are we searching here? We're searching powder, so it needs to be concrete. So click on that, and then click on that, and it's a 1-for-1. So there should be no more configuration really, beyond a whole bunch of clicking. That's the one downside to this stuff is like setting up all these recipes. It'd be nice if there were a way to automate it somewhat. Even though it's a form of automate the automation. That sounds like Factorio right there. And modded Minecraft. And Factorio was inspired originally by modded Minecraft. Even though it's like an old game now, modded Minecraft's been around for years too. Pizza soup. God, I mean, you could blend a pizza, right, and turn it into a soup. I feel like, you know, you could try everything, right? Why not? I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I'd try that, but, you know, you could do. Right, we're almost there. Oops, and then I click that. This one's already in a different machine, isn't it? So we're going to go take that out. Captain J Prince's chocolate, yum. Are we talking about chocolate now? I'm not too fussed about eating puddings and chocolates and stuff. I try and focus my attention on, like, the meal, you know, that you're going to eat as being, you know, the good thing. Because then your diet, you know, can consist more of nutritious, good food for you, and less of those sugary treats. I mean, I do have them on occasion, but I'm good with eating proper meals. Coterell, thank you for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time and all that. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, because we can now auto-craft concrete, right? Oh, that looks good. And that gives us loads of colour options for pixel art, if we do more of that in this. As we auto-craft and enable more stuff, it's like more incentivized now to do various things, you know? Right, and it's keeping them there. It's not terribly fast, I'll give you that. If you wanted to critique this for not being very fast, I'll give you that. So if ever I needed like a massive batch of colours, they'd probably get queued up. So like, let's do blue. In fact, let's just set everything to 100, right? And watch it all queue up. Well, that already had some, so we'll skip that one. This music's wonderful. I think this song is the reason I put this on the playlist today. It came on my phone at random and I was like, oh man, I love this record. Purple's done. Job's done. What is it? Okay. Yes, my lord. Right. 100 of everything, right? So if we look at this, we'll probably see a whole bunch of our CPUs are queued up. Now, we got a lot of CPUs, and we may have just seen a reason to have a lot. Aha, look, a couple are being used there and around this area. Cool, so they're all being... Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, it went away. That's probably from our ore mining operation that it decided to make that. Anyway, going back around here. Looking in here, so... Oh, look, we just saw blue get finished and move on to brown. I don't think you see anything else really going on in here, but yeah. There it is. Very good. And I want to cross something off my list now, so we've done the bucket filler. Excellent. Cool. Right, so let me explain the next project, which is going to be a part of our building today. So, somewhere around here, I'm going to break the floor. Wasn't it a pain to get those grass blocks? I've got a feeling it was. Let's break this bit. Actually, I think I'm going to break this. Yeah, we'll pop in through here, because that's a very common material. So, down here, what I have is a redstone conduit that goes to each and every one of these blocks, right? When we turn that on, the whole thing starts running. What we're going to do is we're going to look at what's in here. We're going to go, that's purple. And then we're going to set the signal color to purple. And then we're going to set up 16 receivers that will send across 16 signals, basically. And I'm starting to think a little bit about how this will look. And I'm realizing that the cobblestone might be going into the system where I don't actually want it. Let's go have a look. I think it will help if I have a bit more access there. It didn't actually pick them up. That's cool. That's cool. What's the worst ice cream flavour, says Sparky Mercy. Haven't we covered this already? Turds and food don't mix. There's that. It reminds me of a sketch. It's this show called Nathan For You, which cracks me up. And he opens like an ice cream store with like poo flavoured ice cream. And like people actually try it. They're actually like, you have poo flavoured ice cream? I've just realised something. I don't have to colour code these. I don't have to colour code them because I can separate. Now I like the idea of colour coding, but it might just be smarter to separate each of the things because they need 16 inputs, right? So I'm literally thinking about coming down here and putting in a little bit of that concrete that we just made. Like there's magenta. So if this thing went straight down to about here-ish, we could build a whole array of these, no worries with space and stuff. So let's put 2 magenta blocks. Then we need to set up the transceiver receiver, which I think... Transmitter. So let's make 16. And then 16 receivers. Transmit and receive. What else could it be called? Transmit and... Ender monitor? Don't think so. Receiver. Oh, I must have spelt it wrong. 16 of those, right? Benny Boy Plays! Thank you so much for your 4 months of support. That is greatly appreciated, dude. I hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. Thanks for subscribing. Gonna need conduits. EAS68, thank you ever so much for 19 months of support. Incredible. Thank you so much, my dude. Thanks for sticking around and enjoying the content. Appreciate it. So then we would have a receiver down here, right, pointing into that, and then we would separate it all with the Yetta wrench. I think, though, what I want to do is maybe not rush into this, just because I want to build a little bit more of the control room and kind of like not get my wires crossed. The thing is, I don't think it's that difficult. Yeah, no, we'll set up some of this now and the rest of it later. We'll split the project in 2. Feel like there it is. I can see it actually. Okay, so we'll hook these up to the transmitters later, right? That's kind of the general idea. So next color appears to be oh, well, we're off to a great start. So purple was first. So I need purple, pink, cyan. Purple. Pink. Cyan. Wonderful. And we've done magenta. So yeah, the reason that I'm putting these blocks here, I'm just going to realise you don't even see it on the other side, so I'm going to rip out some more cobble. The reason that I'm putting these blocks in like this is just, it's going to be so helpful when figuring out what we're doing, you know? There we go. Paulie, thank you for 2 months of support, my dude. Appreciate you using that Amazon Prime subscription on me. Peeps, if you don't know, you can use the Amazon Prime to subscribe to streamers over here on Twitch. Stark says, feels good that the derp coin isn't a scam on Twitch. Is it? Is it not a scam on Twitch? I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny. I tell you what it does do here, it makes getting in and out of this area a little bit, ooh. You know, like, ooh, gosh. I mean, golly gosh! No, it's a little tricky. Oh, it really is tricky. Hey, I got a question for all of y'all. All of y'all out there. Right? Who's seen the movie, The Wizard of Oz? I could make it a poll, but I think everyone's seen that movie, right? xisumavoid is third monitor content. I don't know what third monitor means. Some of you actually saying you haven't. Boomer movie, question mark. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Don't get me started on some sort of generational. Okay, I'm gonna have to do my little waffle, okay? Right, like, I am not a fan of us talking generationally, you know, in any kind of like negative context. I think it's really damaging for generations to look at one another in a negative light, and this seems to be fueled by memes, essentially, right? And oh, I think I know what's going on here. Ah, on is off is kind of the deal. Ugh. Let's just go ahead and reconnect them at the top, and then it should be good. Right, now they should all get a signal and stop doing that. Anyway, so you have these memes that sort of perpetuate problems between generations, and I think it's really unhelpful. Just really unhelpful. And, you know, sometimes it's just humour. The problem I have... Ooh, that's interesting. The problem that I have with it being just humour is that the humour tends to, like, spill and overlap a lot. Right? So, you know, you can enjoy a joke, but, like, know where the boundaries are, I guess. What? Oh, that's light blue, and we put cyan there. Okay, so light blue. I think it might be helpful if I just put all of these in my inventory right now. And then sort of fish them apart later. What ones have I not dragged down? Lime? By the looks of it, red maybe? So yeah, that's actually light blue. Then we have cyan, I'm guessing. Nope, blue. Cyan. Well, there's these two can go back in. Light green and dark green. Ah, so we didn't bring out the green color. Which way around was it? Yeah, dark green first. You asked the question about Wizard of Oz, but you talk about generations and the negative effects of it. Have you seen the MJ version of Wizard of Oz? Says Captain J Prince. I feel like I must have, but like I got no images of it in my head. Anyway, what I was going to bring up was the Return to Oz. So there are movies that you see at some point in your life when you're a kid. I mean, this is I'm talking more about memories than movies, but like you have like these weird sort of visuals of like a part of a movie or something, and in the past, I mean, think of this, for past humans, things that you forget, you kind of forget forever, right? Like if you were growing up in a different time, the further back you go, it's probably more and more true. But like you forget something, it's kind of gone forever. But now, when you forget something, you've got a search engine and you can look up and find out what that thing was. So I just started getting this memory again of this movie. Every now and then I think of it and I'm like, what is that? Like, I can recall these scenes of like, I don't know, like a vague memory of a particular character, how they looked or something. Ooh, I might have made a mistake then. And anyway, so Return to Oz is this like nightmare-inducing movie that I watched as a kid. And then later on I found out what it was. And then there's this other movie which I think is called The Witches from 1990 that I also have these weird vague memories of. And I was just, they popped into my head again. And I decided to look them up this morning when I got a bit of time, because I've been doing some cleaning, right? Gonna have pizza today, gotta first of all do all the house chores, you know. Clean the house top to bottom. Yeah, so I just thought I'd look it up, and I found it, you know. And I'm pretty sure it's this movie called The Witches. And again, it just feels like, it feels really satisfying to just, instead of it having being this weird vague thing in your head of like, oh, what was that? Now it's like, well, it's that movie there. So anyway, learning about the Return to Oz, it's it was like nightmare fuel for me. Like, I just remember seeing this Wizard of Oz movie that was absolutely terrifying. And then when I figured out what it was after doing some searching online, I found other people saying the same thing. And turns out there's a lot of kids, millennial kids, that saw this movie and was traumatized by it. I mean, I say traumatized, you know, kind of lightly. It was pretty terrifying for a kid to watch. I think it's going to be something to watch this Christmas season. I want to get that and watch it again, purely to like see what it looks like now. I think there's a lot of young people who are starting to understand how the world works, and this makes them feel angry towards older generations. Humour is a way to express or deal with this, says Aragon. Okay, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Like, I get what you're getting at there. So, there is, you know, the boomer generation has lived through a better period in terms of how wealth is distributed, right? Like, depending on what generation you're from, statistically, the way money moves around in society has changed based on whatever laws or trends or, you know, whatever the factors are going into it. And the air quotes boomer generation has, like, had it better than the generations before them, but the generations after them generally worse. However, you can argue things like healthcare, having the internet, like, there's other things that have improved that are now better than in their time. But in terms of having wealth, like, a lot of boomer generation now has, like, good savings, a house, investments, like, are far more stable on average. My issue is that those memes and stuff, they seem very personal. Like, I don't think it should be like a problem with boomers, as in people. It should be something where we look at the problem and see the mechanics of it as the issue, not people. Because, like, oh, so you were born in the 50s. Like, is that your fault that you were born then? It's, you know, it's... You're just a product of the time, really. And I don't feel like... It feels like a lot of those memes end up putting it on a person's shoulders, right? Like, because you're a boomer, this is your problem, your fault, or whatever. Xisuma is salty that he is a boomer, says Jaden. I'm not a boomer, I'm a millennial. I was not born in the 50s. God. I don't like memes, says Captain J Prince. Yeah, I you know, I thought they were pretty fun back in the noughties, in the early days of them emerging on the internet. And these days, in general, most memes just go like right over my head. For humour, for anything really, it's just not like a medium for translating, conveying even information that I'm keen on in any way. It just feels so, like, boiled down, like you've taken out all the interesting stuff, the nuance, all that could be learned and shared and be interesting, and you're just sort of left with this, like, dumbed down take on things. It's not really my thing. Correction, we have less wealth than the papers of pre-war era France. Okay, JM, going back that far or whatever, I'm not really sure. I mean, I learned this stuff by being curious and watching documentaries on these sorts of things, right? I consider myself to probably, like, be a little more interested in it than perhaps the average person, but, like, I can't say I'm an expert, but I'm pretty sure it's like the boomer generation lived through, you know, like, basically like a growing of the middle class and more social mobility and the ability for people to get into careers and jobs that genuinely prosper for them. And now, you know, most kids in this generation are faced with, like, the gig economy and unbelievably high housing prices, and, you know, these things, they sort of all add up. I think I'm going to put the night vision on for a minute here. Like, I want to see what I'm building at night, because that's the way that we're going to experience it, but I also need to you know, kind of build out a bit. So I'm thinking that what we probably need, actually, is like another colour to go alongside that one. And I think I might literally go with stone. But it's going to be a chisel block, because I need the texture to work the same way. And I think I saw something in here. Oh yeah, I saw coke coal. I realised coke coal can be chiseled. So we got chiseled stone, which is very likely to be my choice. And any other form of pale grey would be a good candidate. This is going to be a little too flat. I know that. We've just set up concrete, it's going to be a little too flat. So what's this? Cobblestone is going to be a bit noisy, but it might work. So cobble and stone. Aluminium's not bad, but I don't want to rely on metal too much. We really just flick through all of them. Okay, so it's just stone and cobble really, isn't it? If I could spell them correctly, that would be nice. Let's shimmy some of that down and... Ooh, shimmy some of that down. Cool. Grab the chisel. And we're looking for the big tile, yep. Panel. Panel might be useful as well. We're going to start with a big tile. Okay, so now we've given ourselves 3 things over here. So I'm thinking this ain't going to connect to that. God, that is so ridiculously similar. I think I'm going to put cobble here. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work. And we're definitely going to make use of the darkness up there. Alright, I need some of my other textures from building all of this. Of which we don't have a lot. Right, so here's my problem. If I request in the system, and if anyone knows the answer to this, please help out. Like, if I request a couple hundred, it won't make those. And I click start, and it's just this bit here, it don't want to make. I could put sand into a compacting drawer somewhere in my system to fix that. JMO once is getting off my soapbox now. Sorry, I know we're trying to have a conversation, and then like I missed most of it. Someone a moment ago said that I should do streams where I just talk to the viewers about this stuff. We've actually done that in the past, and I kind of miss that. I think that's not like a bad idea to have some little chats like that from time to time. It generally helps when I'm playing a game that's like grindy and we're just doing something repetitive where I don't have to really think or talk, right? And then we can just chat about it. But that is not today because I am building, and that does take some thought, some focus really. I'm sorry I'm late. The grapes damaged our microwave and we're planning to throw it away. Grapes? Dang. Didn't know grapes were bad for microphones? God, brain, come on. I kind of planned on putting some vents here. I think I might bring that whole thing 1 block forward and have my vents lined up here. Do I have any regular cobble as well? I like to use that just to fill in some gaps. Right, so I'm going to whiz that away. And put it 1 block closer, basically. Is it not? Okay, it's that one. They look so similar, right? It's a bit of an issue. Who else eats warm grapes? Yeah, now that I think about it, like, I've never put grapes in an oven. Sorry, in a microwave. I kind of thought this texture might fit in somewhere around here as well. You move faster on these blocks. It can be a little off-putting sometimes. Oh, they totally fit in. They totally fit in. And then I think even might just go... have them go back by 1. No lighting up here. We're definitely playing with the light. That's actually one of the things that's made this build really, really interesting, is that like if you built this outside, it would just be so lit up. You know, we've got a lot more of like a permanent nighttime build, and that feels kind of cool. So yeah, I've kind of been thinking about making a modification here to raise everything on this side, maybe up a block, but we're just going to have to develop this control room aesthetic, I think, next. That's kind of the next bit for us. Depending on your Twitch contract, can you live stream the talking streams on the Xisuma Says YouTube channel, says DRC? Yes, I can stream over there. You see, what I can't do is stream on multiple platforms at once, but I could just stream on YouTube and not on here. And for the longest time I've been trying to remember this, but I should probably, it'd be smart to just stream on YouTube every, like, once a month, to advertise my Twitch, literally, to be like, did you know I do Twitch, kind of thing. Oh, we actually had that off, did we? I'm thinking that this here, if it's a control room, should be a darker texture. I'm going to see, and I don't want to overload this with textures. I don't want to overload it. Let's type in sheet. I don't think there's a darker sheet metal than lead. Oh, wait. Steel. We don't have lead sheet metal. And I'm pretty sure that that is a recipe. Uh-huh. Auto-craftable. So, let's nip down below. Over here. And what do I want to do? I want to add in a crafting recipe for lead sheet metal. Whenever I hear of, like, something with metal, like, in the word, I immediately think of, like, music. And, like, what would sheet metal sound like if it were a genre, right? Like, heavy metal. What's sheet metal going to sound like? I almost feel like saying sheep metal. Like a load of barring going on. Oh, imagine that. Okay, so let's take this darker one right here. Thank you very much. Let's zip out the stone and see. Oh, I tell you what, it's it's barely darker or different, but probably just enough of a distinction, I think. So I don't think I want this thing to actually wrap round the corner is an important distinction. So all this other stuff that we were trying out here, we're going to get rid of that. So then it would probably have this thing pushed back again and like another structure. Could put it directly on, alongside, but I like the idea of it being a little bit more equal. So that brings this out to here. And that would actually line up with that edge, wouldn't it? So now we'll take the stone, chiseled stone, and bring that all the way around as well. Not that block, but that one. Now we can use our wand. Let's just get more of that stuff out. It's going to bring up the heights. Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a way better way to go about this. I think this probably needs to be a couple of blocks higher over here. So we really need to play with height now. And then there'll be some blocks of detail on there eventually. This probably could go higher, and it depends on this, really. So how big do we want these windows to be? Where do they start as well? Sheet metal, maybe something like Apocalypta. Yeah, Apocalypta is literally sheet metal. Well done, well done. Oh, I like that. Having them split into those. Yeah, that could do it. I kind of also feel like then we should have that. Right, the roof is going to be sealed off, obviously. And then it's a question like what material goes back there. So probably best to extend the roof back a couple of blocks. Oops, it's kind of not what I wanted to do. Oh, I like the look of the windows there, says JM. They're actually coming back. The windows are coming back. So then we could use andesite again. I've got a feeling in the long run these textures here are maybe a little too similar for their own good. If that makes any sense. Right, I need my wand. So I'm going to put that up by 1. This thing's going to come all the way across. Oh, whoops. This will be another tool one again, right? I'm really liking that. I am really liking that. I will say though, it kind of feels to me like it should be moved over a little bit, but no, I like that. And here's the other thing we're going to do now. So I had these lighting sources. These are actually deliberately to light up what we're looking at above us. And I'll grab those back, and now it's very hard to see. Okay, so I think what I'll do... Bring these out again. And we've got 4 of them. I'm going to put the lights here, knowing that they're going to sort of bleed out in front of us. And then, if we go grab some glass... I know exactly what type we're going to be using. It'll be that type there again. Chisel. Whoopsie. It doesn't really look like glass, does it? It very much doesn't look like glass. It also gets quite noisy when it's in front of the LED. I think some of the pixels line up in a way where it makes it look like it's not checkered. That's weird. How's that? I think that's a huge improvement. I also kind of feel like now this is a big flat wall that needs something, and maybe just have another shape like that. So this thing is 5 blocks wide, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 on that side, 2 over there. Let's go. How far this comes out by? So you don't have to come out the same. In fact, I don't have to make it the same at all, really. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carve out all of that, and it would be 3 tall. And it could be just a smaller thing altogether, right? And let's not use LED, although I might want to be like consistent with where what's used for, but then having subtle little changes can be really helpful as well. So maybe I just build this one out of steel, and then we'll take a step back and see if we like it or not. It's definitely, if I put a window on that, it's definitely going to feel kind of different. I almost feel like maybe if I could just put something else in there, like a different texture, and again, maybe get a tiny bit of light coming through. Let's do some iron bars, right? There's some dark iron bars here. Ooh, this might be something that we build with a little more often. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and grab a block of glowstone for the pure purpose of it lighting that up there. So I'm going to go... I think that might be a bit bright, but... yeah, it's a bit bright there. Probably needs to be a bit lower. And then it lights up stuff down at this level, doesn't it? Holder says, is this modded? Oh, well, yeah, it's modded. Nice. It's definitely modded, yeah. So with this being like going to be a warehouse where we put some projects and stuff in. Oh, dang. I could just build in any direction right now. I'm enjoying this so much. Let's go ahead and just, I think, extend this a little bit. Maybe bring this back, right, 3 blocks. We're going to have something else here. I'm not sure what's going to go there. I kind of like the idea of bringing in maybe a new color in that area. Let's put in something experimental and then leave it alone. So, because I'm trying to now wrap up doing the outsides over here for today. So we'll go ahead and take some of our beloved basalt. And we'll chisel it into the big tile. Big tile, where you at, homie? There we are. Okay. And we've got a noise in the air. It's Captain J Prince gifting a sub to Thomas Derps MC. What a beautiful username. Thank you, my dude. Thanks for gifting the sub. Thomas, be sure to say thanks in the chat. And, yeah, very much appreciated. Thanks for supporting the community. Now, what am I actually doing here next? I think I've sort of overdone it here. I'm going to do that. Right, then we're going to grab these. Come up real tall here. And then one more texture. I think actually it might be beneficial to just change what we're doing up the top here. It's been a bit kind of bland and industrious. I don't know. I'm thinking... Oh, where's the texture gone? Can't see the one that I want, really. Maybe it's in here. There it is, nickel. Right. Back at this level. Bring this one out. Maybe just like that for now. And then let it rest. Oh, that's probably why I wanted that to go back. You want a sense of depth here, so... Let's say we put that in. Is that not the same block? What have I just placed? Big tile? I'll tell you what would help here. Okay, it's all good. Right, so now when we come down here, we get to see it all again. What do you think, peeps? What do you think of that? We're going to embrace the night sky here. You sounding low, X, says Zippo. Oh, I'm so low right now. I'm just not having any fun playing this game. Ugh. Very nice, says Becca. Looking good, says Lucaro. It looks amazing, says AJ Angel. Thank you, thank you. Thorgil says, I like it. Oh, Thomas Derps MC says, I had it for like 6 years now, inspired by the Derp himself. I'm glad to inspire. By the way, we've got 650 peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning. Possibly earlier than I'm... Yeah, probably earlier than I'm streaming today. Not by much, though. When's the next Hermitcraft video? Says, my name is Hayden Demps. It'll be out sometime next week. Cardiff says, what are we building? This! We're building this! I guess you probably want to know what it is, right? It is some sort of security factory. We haven't really established what it is yet. It's going to be my control room. That's why we're trying to get some security vibes, essentially. So we have this pathway here, and I need to transition it to something that will be a little bit higher that allows us to change the floor. Right, we're moving into the next phase now, so I think what I'll do is dump all of our building material. Oh yeah, and that. Okay, so is there any more cobble in there? Okay, so let me do one more thing quickly, which is just to maybe plop these down here, and I don't know where, but like I feel like they belong in this palette. It's just where are we going to use it? If that color matched a little better, I'd definitely put them there. But no, these are going to have a place in the build. Perfectly splendid, says Captain J Prince. Oh, what is that? Perfectly splendid. Oh God, you're going to drive me mad trying to remember what that's from. Because we chatted about it on a stream and yeah. Perfectly splendid. Oh my God, what is that from? That actually, I kind of want to leave that there. That's kind of cool. That works for me. Maybe I'll put another little one over here. Have those in corners, maybe. Hey, that's not a lot, but that kind of like just puts something a little extra in. I like it. Perfectly splendid. God, it's like from a movie or like a character. The Haunting of Bly Manor, says Captain J Prince. Oh, God, that's... You know what? Time gets really fuzzy as you go by. And it's weird how things that may feel like yesterday are actually quite a while ago. That's like over a year ago now, right? That came out. And the little girl in it always went, perfectly splendid. And then we must have talked about it on a stream. Huh. Oh, the years, they do go by. They go by quickly, I tell you. Dang, generator block, that looks amazing. See, I started adding loads of recipes and then I stopped somewhere around here. Because of this. Industrial hemp fiber. Can anyone tell me how we make that? It doesn't seem to be like a... There's uses for it, but there isn't a recipe. And I've got a feeling it comes out of a machine or something. It's grown from industrial hemp seeds. Oh. Does that mean I've already... Hang on, let's... Because there isn't something for that either, right? So let's type in hemp. Because we've got the seeds, but we're not doing anything with it. Now, haven't we set up somewhere in our base a place where you can... I think I know what it is. I think it's... This over here is a place to plop stuff. Yeah, so like maybe I can grow it in that. I could add a recipe for that and automate this, couldn't I? Not going to right now though. Let's see if this works. I'm going to need some dirt. Going to need a drawer key possibly as well, although that might not work out too well because... Right, so the answer to that is no. And I don't know what I can plant them on. Let's try. If they don't go on dirt, I'm not sure where they go. Bonsai potter for trees, says Blackjack. Well, we got sugarcane growing, right? Maybe it needs to be hoed. Ah, okay, so it's one of those. You reckon garden cloche to grow it? Here's the thing. That's part of this mod, so I'm just wondering if it's accessible. Well, that's something I've already made the recipe for. Brown stained glass, vacuum tube. Can we automate this? Copper wire. Oh, there's an automated edition, right. I don't feel like I want to go down that rabbit hole right now. I think what I might do is do that off camera or another time. I really want to stick with what we're doing today. And the reason I got pulled into that mod as well... Hopefully I'll be able to show you. Anyway, at least we know the way in now, right? So, that's the thing. Let's go... Tesco. No, let's go back to immersive. Because there are stairs. I was looking for stairs and I've spotted them now. So if I make a few of those, right? No? I guess I could add the recipe. Another thing I really need to do very soon is bring this thing into the new area. I love this part of the song. It is compulsory that I say it every time it is on. Right, so we add that, and then put it in here. And then we can make it, right? Just like that. Just like that. I don't need a crazy amount. And I'm hoping that they work like this. Yes, you can turn them into the next type. So, we're going to use that wood texture again in the inside. And what I picture is that this... I mean... Not sure how far into the room it begins. Maybe back there. Let's get more scaffolding. Gonna need a lot of this stuff, I tell ya. And then let's get more brownstone. Just gonna realise that it's already over here and chiseled, right? You have that stuff then. Hey, we got a noise in the ear. It's Azerbaijan93. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate you using your Prime subscription on me. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. So this area's got to be big, right? Like, that's why I cleared out the space. It's got to be big and fun. So yeah, if I switch these over to that... So I haven't really investigated what the other one was, actually, now that I think about it. Because it sort of looks the same. I think I might switch to... This is going to make whatever's below it more visible. I think I might try and use both, maybe. Anyway, let's stick to the plan, because I thought about this a fair bit, and I think I know how we're going to play it, right? So... This is our walkway. We're going to walk on top of this thing. So we come into the builds, and then before long we're on top of here, and then this is like our gangway going down the middle. Darth Poeter, welcome to the stream, my dude. Thomas Sturp says, and the G team, they're looking unclean. Someone's trying to get me to rap. Go. Not again. Not again. I've retired. I'm out of the game. Okay, I'm out of the game, peeps. I like the idea, actually. I didn't think of this originally, but this could step up again. I'm not sure if those should stay connected. Can you also place these upside down? Wow. Oh, yeah, that's the way to do it, then. So then you come up to this level. I'm also wondering, like, you need like, rails to hold on to, right? I remember playing in a base in the past and like chiseling everything. It was kind of ridiculous, like chiseling all these little rails. Anyway, after doing that, I now feel like it should probably come out a little bit further. Because like once you're in this area, it's going to be massive is the idea. Yeah, so walk over a little bit. Now you're higher up and the platform will be bigger, right? This platform can come way back over here. And each of these platforms is going to have, you know, some sort of project attached to it, essentially. As for the rails, let's have a look. I just had a thought. What if immersive... Well, that didn't work either. The one time I remember to press delete and it still doesn't work. Does this have rails built into it, maybe, that you can just sort of attach to the side of the thing? It'll be such a grind to add them, so I think I'll leave it for now, and then maybe we'll come back, because if we intelligently design something with chisel and bits, then we can sort of copy-paste it around. But anyway, this is my general idea. General idea so far. Also, if we were to use, you know what, like, look at the texture. It's quite dominant so far. So, if we were to actually use this, what we could also do is start it here. So we could go, actually, the texture changes now. And then when you're up at this level, it's all different. I think that might be the way to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring it over here. Comes a little close to that wall. Right, and we have got a gazillion things to put inside of this area, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, and we run out. 4. Yeah, what do you think? We going in the right direction, peeps? Becca says I don't know what to say. Oh. Well, okay. We need a floor material, we need wall materials, like there's a lot that we need in this area. That's just the beginning of the concept. I'll tell you what it does need like that, obviously. Obviously, it's not just going to float. God. It's not like this game just supports floating blocks. You can also climb up it. Have some toxic waste flowing underneath his cup legs. I love that idea, but I am sort of looking for more of a like quick and easy type thing, right? Because you can spend so much time on details and stuff, and it's like striking the balance. I don't know if this is like too much or too little, but something tells me that would look way better if it just weren't centered, like there's a little bit of overhang. Yeah, that does look better with overhang. Let's go ahead and move those in by one. Yeah, I'm not looking for a crazy amount of detail. Maybe if I discover more things in the pack that make it kind of like, oh, there's a block that looks like this, it could be good. AJ Angel says, this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. You're just seeing the beginning of a lot of what's to come, I guess. Everstu says that was perfect. Oh my god. What was perfect? So what do you think, chat? I am looking at chat. I have trained my chat just to ignore me. I've been so neglectful. I'm so sorry. Alright, you're liking the look of it. That's good to hear. Any suggestions for the floor material or for the... I don't know, any materials? Because like my brain's a little bit blank right now. But if I give it a nudge, I am thinking, oh, wait a minute. I kind of want to use Ender IO textures a fair bit with this. I like the brown bit, says Devin Crates. This bit here in the middle. It's cool, isn't it? So if you think about one project there and one project here, and then the next one's going to start somewhere around here, like this is... Oh, do you know what I shouldn't do? Oh my god, I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking about the layout being repeated over and over again. That is not really that great. We need to make each part of this unique. And I'm really glad that I thought that. I now immediately want to... I'm not even sure if I want to stick with this thing going down the middle, right? We need to break up. We need to give it all sorts of different shapes. Storage drums would sitting around would look good. DevScal, that is a great detail. That is a great detail that's very simple to implement. So let's add a drum over there, and we'll come back to that. Okay, so rather than this thing going a straight line, I think it's going to twist and turn, right? So at some point it will come this way, and then it will go that way again. But this first platform, I'm now wondering if I want that to be different. You know, I've started mispronouncing my own name because of X, as Everstu. It's Evesteru, isn't it? What's my brain like, eh? Could lay it out like a video game level, says Devin Crates. I failed to translate what you mean there. Like, which video game? Anyways, I was all ready to start building around here. Oh yeah, we could use crushers. Yeah, we could just have like machines lying around. Sure, sure. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna now go over to Ender IO, as I believe that in here we will find what we want. Oh, okay. Oh god. Right, there we go. So I could put brown on the floor or green. I do wonder. The brown might go a little better. It should also be in here as a craftable. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, I've already got some of those. Let's get a few more crafted up, right? So I think I need to just put it like alongside here. It's going to be oh, I actually really do like that. It'll be very repetitive though, which makes me think you might need something a little softer or more subtle. There is actually another texture that would tie it more to what's on this side. Let's go over here. We have a different type of brownstone paver. That's the one. I think that might be all we have of it. We've got a noise in the ear. Cheers and bits are here from... Ow! Oh, God! Wait a minute. I can get through. It's Holes137 saying... X, I don't know what to do. My doctor is screening me for multiple sclerosis. I'm only 27 years old. Up until this past year, I had great health. I have already suffered bilateral carpal tunnel syndrome this year. I don't know how much more I can take. It's taken such a toll on my mindset. Holes, thank you for the cheers and bits. I do not know what words I have for you other than wishing you the best. I mean, we talked a while ago here on this channel about like knowledge being a superpower and like being faced with death and knowing when you're gonna die. Now there's a difference between like the doctor telling you you got, you know, 10 days to live and having some other form of diagnosis, but like the reality is whatever it is you have, like having the knowledge of having it is always gonna, or sorry, having the knowledge of like knowing about it is always going to be better than being ignorant to it, because it enables you to act and change and plan your life based on those things and make the most of your time, right? But like it is that feeling of like you've been dealt the bad hand, the dud card or whatever. I would try. It is probably extremely difficult to try and think of things in a positive way, but like I wouldn't maybe even say positive, just that. Just think of like okay, now you know, right? This was happening if you knew it or not, and you've got the medical system to help you through it or help you in some way with it, right? That's got to be better than going through it completely blind. So I don't know if that helps at all, but maybe that's just one way to think about it, you know? You can't bury your head in the sand on everything, and as much as like you'd want it to be different. I mean, you're living in one of the best times, well, before the wobble of the pandemic, I mean, one of the best times for medicine and science, right? You know, we can deal with things as time goes by in the direction we're going with. We learn to deal with certain conditions and health better than ever. So, you know, in the past it would have been so much worse to go through these things because there's probably less treatments and less help available. I mean, that's all I can offer really, is just try your best to look at it with a glass half full approach. Because you know that's gonna be you. That's gonna be like your strength, right? Like you're gonna have to look for your own strength to get through this stuff, and like learning to look at things that way and being able to look at things and deal with them that way. That'll be, you know, a strength that you have that'll help you through. Holes, I'm glad it could have been in some kind of help in any way. I'm glad to hear that that's helpful. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'd much rather not be ignorant about my health. Maybe a more productive way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, relativity is another thing as well. Like, some people are born with bad health conditions and, you know, everyone knows when you're missing out on something, right? But when something is your normal, it's like the grass is always greener on the other side. So like whatever it is you're diagnosed with, like that's your reality, and someone else's reality is always better. Even if you're in tip-top shape, there's always someone out there who's better, right? So it's about like your own relationship to how you deal and think about these things, and not so much about how everything else works in the world. So it's about like finding your superpower, really, is to be able to like see the best of the situation. And the best is that, like, you know, there's no better time in history. Again, the wobble of the pandemic has set things back a bit, but than to be able to, you know, deal with this and have help with it through the healthcare system and all of that. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Like, I feel like sometimes I can articulate these thoughts a little better than others. Today, I don't know, it ain't coming to me so well, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. Have you considered using hemp crate as a building block for the control room? It's like brown stone but grey scale. I think the issue is... Oh, I'm typing in the wrong place. I think the issue is... Wow, that's nice, isn't it? It uses that stuff, right? But yeah, it's on the cards if we can get our hands on it. I think that would make a way nicer floor material than that, actually. Way nicer. Anyway, I'm very tempted to rip all of this off and start again, funny enough. Just because the shape thing, like, I was thinking the wrong way about putting the shape together. So what we got to do, our first little project is to create a panel with 16 colourful blocks. Oh, I just remembered something else I wanted to do with this, right. One of the problems we're going to have with this whole project is that I need to get these cables here into that space over there and hide it where... actually, no. I've got more wiggle room here than I thought. Okay, I can hide it underground and bring up the cables. Right. Right. So, I'm not going to do too much of this today, but effectively, we need to move all of these up and around the back of our build and then over to this space. Okay. Right, I guess we can have a bit of a waffle because I'm going to do some mindless cabling now. What do you want to waffle about? Oh, by the way, Becca, thank you so much for gifting subs to Holes137 and JMO1. Appreciate you doing that as always, Becca. Thank you for supporting our community. Someone made a short story about a squid who had seasickness, but they didn't know until they had a chance to explore outside the ocean, says Nuclear Squid. That sounds like a really great metaphor, yeah. And obviously, like, if you have like health issues after not having them, you know the difference. But like, you want to stay present, really. You want to be present with the current moment and the current situation. Now let's go. Get some purple powder. Oh look, we need loads. Yeah, I guess this project's going to go a bit in the technical direction now, which is... I'm looking at the timer and I'm thinking we can do this. We can shimmy it all in the right direction. But I think I'm going to take these cables up to sort of remind myself that, okay, we can move things at this level, then we're going to have the other one in between, and then we're going to move that over the top, right? And I'm thinking in terms of there will be a building around this, so let's go ahead and just sort of mark this off as the edge of something. Maybe we'll put like a display thing there, so when you pop up to this area, you can whiz over and see what's going on because it's like so nearby. Now that we've done that, I'm going to use the bottom cable first. So we want to come quite far back. I don't think I'm going to put too much over here. In fact, if I need to move the cables, I kind of don't want to have a lot going on here. So this is probably going to be like a big walled off facade. And I'll definitely give myself some room for depth, but I think that's probably more than enough. So yeah, this and a whole bunch of other cables are going to eventually make their way over here. James did it 72. Thank you for using the Amazon Prime and subscribing. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Almost perfect. There we go. I was in the middle of saying something when I was reading chat and I've completely forgotten what it was. About things being relative, maybe? Also, that I thought, for some reason I thought it would take it a long time to bring it over here, and then I'm like, oh, actually we need to start doing the next thing now, do we? We need to start doing the next thing, apparently. Right, I think we'll find a way to bring detail to the walls at another point in time. I want to redo this platform. And I think if we get time today, I might even try and set up that hemp farm now. Okay, so this thing needs to be built around having access to like 16. So let's get away from this big squarey platform for a second. And let's build this thing out. So we'll have one extra on the end. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just thinking like, do I want to do this too tall? Have two lots of colours? Do I want it to be that close to the wall? Not sure that I do. Carter, the Fortnite player, says, "Hi, I'm new to the stream. What are you making?" I am making, after playing this mod pack for quite some time, building out all of our basic farms with this original kind of tunnel layout, like rooms for projects and automation and all various manner of things. I'm now kind of moving on to a bit more artistic part of the base. Our sort of eternal nighttime security building. Don't know what it is, but it's going to be a massive control room on the inside for all the different things in the base, so we can come to one spot and sort of manipulate everything. So what I'm going to put together here is a bunch of applied energistic stuff. I'm only just starting to rattle my brain around it a little bit. I think I want to stack these screens. There they are. Storage monitors. 2 tall. And then we need to have levers attached to the blocks above and below to control some redstone stuff. So really, I feel like we could end up with something quite big and bulky here that I kind of want to hide. So I'm going to give myself a fair bit of wiggle room. I'm going to give myself 2 blocks on the... maybe let's go for 3. 3 blocks on the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all I need. So let's get those wiggle room blocks back and shove that there. So now we walk into the place. We go up the staircases, and it's pretty close to that, right? You're gonna see it right here. I think it needs 1 extra. Cool. Right, now do not have a lot of inventory space, and that's okay. What we'll do is go through the concrete. So I remember it was black, grey. Oh, I picked out grey concrete powder. Okay, that's confusing me. Light grey and white were the first colours. So therefore, we're going to have these colours. Just realised I didn't actually need to use concrete. I could have used anything else really, but my mind sort of settled on concrete. Odd. Just, your brain does that. I think it's because we did all the concrete automation earlier today that now my brain's like, that's where you're at, that's what you're doing. Why not use the flour, says Blackjack. I feel like solid blocks would look nice here. I might change the solid blocks later on to different ones. So red, orange, yellow. And then lime, green. Is that cyan, blue, light blue? Cyan was the next one. Let's go ahead and get rid of the cobble. Then we have pink, magenta, purple. So that is our rainbow colour arrangement. Let's go back up there. Captain J Prince says X doesn't want you back. What? I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Jeez. That is 7 blocks across. Somehow I got that wrong, didn't I? The next bit that I'm going to do here is just going to drive me mad, I think, in between. Yeah, it's a good thing I did actually give myself extra space, because I do kind of need also room to like build a structure and kind of hide the edges a little bit. I could also... No, I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, right. So anyway, on to the next bit. Lime. Green. Cyan. Blue. Light blue. And then those. Right. So we've got that bit sussed. Now, the next bit may just be absolutely maddening. I do not want dense cables. Or do I? Let's type in cable. I need a... If Cuplex was here, Cuplex would be able to save me. In fact, actually, some of y'all will probably remember, we did this recently. We made a coloured cable to make a coloured display. And I don't have any coloured cables left over. So I think what it is... Or maybe it was that one. ME covered cable, right? I think it was that. So you do this, and then you put your dye in the middle. We got black, right? We've already made that one, technically. Grey. Light grey. I'll pick the worst, like, most non-distinct things to start with here. They all look the same. Right, so we put one of those here, there, there, and there. And I think them not connecting is a good thing currently, because screens go on these. That's not a screen. What? Where'd the screens go? I just picked them up and put them there, and now they're gone. What is going on? Where are they? I'm going to go open a chest. That's what I'm going to do. Did that update it? And now they're back. Yeah. Don't call it a dirt. Becca called it a dirt. Becca! You're not welcome back now. No, I'm messing with you. Oh dear. Oh, do you know what? These things also require like a facade as well. So I'm probably going to end up making a whole bunch of multicolored facades here. Dang. I could have actually done that instead of... Ooh. I think I might pivot to that actually. I think I might turn these into facades. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, a lot of color management going on here, right? Brown, red, orange, and yellow will be next. So let's get them done. Some of them look a bit funky, don't they? They look a bit funky monkey. It's interesting how you have to like try and picture stuff in your mind, then you start putting it together, and you know, eventually you get there. By the way, this uses up one whole channel. Oh no, it's 32. It uses up half of it. At some point, I'm gonna have to learn this P2P stuff, I think. I'm gonna have to learn it, aren't I? Derp coin has your face on it. Does that mean you're a derp? Says my name is Demps. Yeah, it does. I mean, there's a derp on the screen right now, and there'll be some in chat if you ask for them. If you ask for those derp emotes, they'll give you them. The derp fiends, that is. They don't want to admit they're derp fiends and that they need their dopamine rush, but sorry, derpamine rush. God, forgetting my own joke now. Cyan, then blue. Then I think it was light blue. Let's put these ones in. Oh, look at those derp faces in chat. They love it. Proud derp fiend here, says Captain J Prince. Oh, I'll give you a little rush. Shall I? Or is it not the same? Is it not the same? Oh, there you go. Have a derp. Have a derp. Have a derp on me. Boo 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 boo. Don't really remember what on earth the lyrics to that song is. Okay, here we go. There's the last of them, right? Yeah. Now, got to put the screens on them, right? I've just realised the next thing I need to do is then get a whole bunch of powder. Right, I think I want to hook this thing up first. So I want to find out, does it go directly to the dents? It doesn't. Ah, well that's weird. Can it go to regular cable? Let's find out. As I can put them into groups of 8. Yeah, there you go. That's the most it will connect with as well. I need a way to disconnect the ones in the middle, I guess. Let's go ahead and look for the tool. Network tool. I don't know if this... What tool, chat, helps me break those things? Maybe the quartz wrench is the one. Cable anchor? Is it? You sure about that? Devin Crate says pretty buttons or something. Oh yeah, I've also got a... Oh my god. TNT! Yeah, I'm sure that'll do it. Yeah. Or maybe it is cable anchor. No, that's not going to do anything, is it? Blackjack said so. Are you kidding me? That little thing. Whoa, that doesn't... What's that doing? I don't even know what that is. That didn't separate them. Apparently A2 does separation different from other mods. Oh, I see, Blackjack. That's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of lame. Alright, so what I got to do, I think, if I understood it correctly. Dang it, just use the pick, right. If I put that there and there, it will stop them from connecting. And then it looks a little ugly, but luckily we're never going to see that. Capin Diabetos 7, thank you for the prime. Sorry if I butchered the name. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you. Oh yes, this can go deeper, can't it? So we're going to have the floor material, and then we're going to have the cable. And how big this room is, I don't know. So I'm just going to go all the way back here to that spot. Put in the rest of this. Then we've got to make more purple dents. Right, I'm getting a little bit cranky being sat down. I think I'm going to switch to standing. But before we do that, we need to see the glory of what we're building. The glory! So that should all be hooked up. These should all be... we should see 16 channels on this thing, right? And then I need to go to powder. Right, definitely clear out a bit more of this inventory space. That should get us through. And we want one of each. Actually, we don't want one of each, we just need some of each. I just remembered, this is only like a small portion of something. I keep remembering things about this project, and I'm like, I'm glad I remembered that now. Oh, that's looking good, isn't it? Well, that's the first row, right? So, shimmy it all back in. Then, shimmy the next row down. And now the numbers are different. Wonderful. Oh, man. I'm thinking there's, like, multiple things I want to do at the moment. In terms of automation. Is that cyan there? And then brown. And then the last of them. Actually, it looks really nice. It looks really, really nice. I like that. That's good. It will change. It will change a little bit. I think we're going to make cable facades and put the colours directly on the screens. And then we're going to surround it with Ender IO blocks. Also, I need to switch to standing. Holes, thanks for coming by. Best of luck with the Spinal Tap. Do you know, I am so ignorant. All I can think of with Spinal Tap is that movie. Oh, wait, what did I just make? Did I just ask it to make 200 of something? No, that's the one I want. It looked way more complicated. Well, it's certainly making a lot of them. And I guess I can grab them now because I need to build with them. So I want to have this stuff come up out of the ground. Yeah, I definitely want to move those colour blocks. And we will do that. But then we're going to attach levers and stuff, right? Now, I need some automation and interaction. And I kind of realised I could automate both levels. So, what might be really hard to pull off, but I probably should do, is find... actually, that's probably got enough channels to do this. We need to tell our applied energistic system that it's going to automatically turn on somewhere around here. Right. So the thing that I was going to hook up the top there doesn't make any sense now unless I change what's on the display. Because that was to control the petals, not the powders. I definitely need to switch to standing right now, so I can think better. So it's like, if I come up here to just make more powders, that's kind of cool. I mean, this is half about just having a fun little project to look at, right? And testing what we can do with the game. Oof. But there's actually two stages here. There's petals, and then there's this. Now, the system can automatically convert the petals when it needs to. What it can't do is automatically turn them on. So down the bottom, we need to use AE2 to turn the petals on. Then up the top here, I just need to tell it to craft. Now, the thing is, I can kind of like jump into here and just type in, you know, and like look it up and craft it. So there's almost not actually a reason for me to turn anything on and off here. It would be kind of cool to be able to just hit a lever and watch these numbers go up, because these are always going to be like this. They're not going to go to a certain amount or not. Now, how I do that requires the redstone signal to tell the AE system to do the crafting recipe. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure. If you use integrated tunnels to insert petals into one slot, you can make a crafting recipe that is 1 bone meal to 3 petals. I don't know what an integrated tunnel is, but a recipe? Those are the only recipes I see there for that. Oh, they go into petal blocks. Dang. We should add those as recipes. Right, I'll do that another time though. The ME level emitter can emit redstone signal based on the number of specific item types in the network, says Mahelvins. And that is what we will do. That is what we will do. It's just this bit here. So I was going to have the option of using the switches to control the amount of petals. But it doesn't make sense because you kind of just want to look at the dies. Is my idea here. This is going to be cool though, coming over here and seeing all this. I think maybe multiple things on this platform might make sense rather than just having a 1 for a 1. So you can sort of move around and see multiple information points. What's this? Integrated tunnels allows you to insert a specific slot on a dispenser. Oh, wow, okay. Then you can use an emi interface to put bone meal to make the flour. I think, Blackjack, I think you're not following my train of thought here. That's not like what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think about how I would craft the petal into the thing here. With like a redstone signal. I mean, it might mean literally putting these recipes into their own molecular assemblers. It just seems pointless. I'm starting to think maybe the whole redstone levers thing doesn't actually make any sense here at all. So, I might just leave that as, and yeah, I think I'll leave it as. Okay, so we're going to pivot a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is make some facades. So I'm going to put that there. Oh, we don't have these. Or that. I guess I don't do that very often, do I? What was that thing we made out of quartz? Because it just disappeared. Right, there we go. Chuck those up there. And then go back to facade. Right, now we've got them, right? We're going to rip out these blocks. Nice. And then we're just going to... Oh, I didn't quite have enough space. Well, that can go in there. Apparently, I've still got one hovering behind me. Okay, there we go. Miscalculated that. That's 8. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, because of the pick. Okay, whatever. Right, I was being a wally. Now we're just going to go ahead and... it's already got other concrete in the system. So now we just need to also chuck it away. I thought it was going to do like 1 for 1 then. Okay, there go those. I think it's cable facade. Yeah, no, it is cable facade you use. Okay then, and we plop them now at this level. And then go back into here. Shimmy those out. Shimmy them down. This does look very nice, I will say. Okay, shimmy those down here. Does anyone know when he'll be streaming tomorrow? Says my name is Hayden. Do I even know when I'm streaming tomorrow? God. I don't think I even know. No, I'm going to stream in the morning. Probably would finish tomorrow's stream like this time or earlier. I'm not sure. But it'll be just a bit earlier or might even be a fair bit earlier. It'll be earlier tomorrow. So yeah, there you go. Very nice indeed, right? Nice multicolored project for us to enjoy. That is a cyan, yeah, cyan concrete, light blue concrete. So they are a little slightly inconsistent in tone here and there, but overall pretty cool. And we're not actually going to have any interaction for any of that stuff. That's just a display. Nice little project though to learn a few things. So now we're going to head down to the flower petals and work with this next. So what we need to do down here is basically tell the system when it's going to create these things. So I think all the concrete is going to come as well as all of that. Right, we need something called a level emitter. As you can see, we have the option to craft them. We're going to need 16. Things here could get a little bit tricky. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to pan out. We'll also need a big old... Yeah, I'm going to get... Actually, it probably would have been really useful to leave in half of these. Because then I know what colour I'm dealing with, right? Okay, so in they all go. Get rid of that. So the level emitters are going to go directly below these. Ooh. Okay, that's not the way you place them. They need to be placed on cables. And we need to find a place these connect to the green. Or was it lime that we saw coming through there? Let's just take a gamble that it's that one. Yes, we need 8 and 8. And then we need that cable. I think what I'll do is bust it through this space here. Right, then it will have 8 on either side, and then back here, it doesn't need those. That's it though. Cool. So the level emitters, we should be able to see the channels of this thing soon. Yeah, the level emitters go there, and then the redstone thing connects to it. Oops. Just have to start again there. Cool. Ah! So finicky. Oh, they are active. Saw them all change for a second there. Although that still says 0 of 32. Xisuma, can you pause? I need to use the toilet, says Frag Lad. Don't you have a pause button on the stream? Yeah. The technology's already there. Right, they're all emitting all up to there, so I'm guessing that just needs a moment to update. 6 channels? What's going on here? Why only 6? 6 there. 8. 8 channels are being used. Right? We've got the one there. The second one here. Then you got this, which... 0 of 8 channels? What does that mean? Device missing channel. Huh. I mean, it might be... Maybe I've created a bit of like an oddity. Device online. Device online. The way it's connected there might be problematic in some way. So let's go ahead and... Oops. Get rid of that one. Device missing channel. I mean, maybe that breaks it. Like, don't know why it would, but let's do that and then give it some time. Now do the same to the corner up top. You mean this? I'm not sure that I wanted to reconfigure that storage bus. Oh wait, it's not even really configured, is it? I guess that means I'll push all of this back again. So all of that comes back. And then we break that, so there's only one connection. Give this thing a cable. Maybe just shimmy this down a block. Right. Device is online, I think. Yeah, device offline. Maybe it takes a moment. So we've gone... We're at 8 channels still. 8 channels. Okay, that's working. Good. As is this. So let's go check the cable again. 20. Ah, right. So it looks like if you create a little loop in a circuit, it causes it some issues. That's interesting. And we can only have 8 on either side because these cables only support 8. Right, now we've got to tell it one by one what type of petal, I think. So we're done with those bits. Done with those. And we may need multiple things here. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, and 4. The ones over on that side. So yeah, item type. We've got to put the item in. I think it will just have the 1. And then we need to see how many are in the system. So the most I see is like around 9,000. So let's say we want to store 10,000 of everything. Is it 10 or is it 1,000? No, it's 10,000. Then what's it going to do? Emit when levels are above or equal to limit. Yeah, if I put it on above, then it's off currently, right? So now when I go grab my Yeta wrench, it's now exclusively what controls that one when I separate that. So we should see it activate. Yep, it's working. Okay, the one over there is, although I'm not sure if my magnet interferes with any of this. We should definitely turn off my magnet about now. That would be very smart. Right, and if we look this thing up, it's going to craft them all the way to 10,000. So not the best one to start with. The next one's a lot closer. Let's go do the next one as well. I don't think I need to put any cards in or anything like that. I think this is it. So we tell it that all the way up to 10. Click on that thing, and but it doesn't have more than 10. What was the other one set to? Oh, it was that way around. Right. Disconnect it here, and it should be active. Ugh! Why did it do that? Where'd the conduit go? Oh dear. I don't know if I just turned it off or something. Because I clicked on it with a wrench. Oh god. Always active. Always active. Okay, right, fixed it. Oh dear lord. Right. So, separate those. Now that thing is going to turn on when this goes over a certain amount. The only problem is that number is not ticking up, which is what I expect to see right now. What else has happened here? Those are just sitting there, not going into the next bit. Extract. Why? What's going on? Why is it not moving? I clicked on it with a wrench. What did that do? Blackjack, what have I done? Why would it no longer take them out of there? Dang it, it's like the perfect test, and it's being awkward. They're both insert. There's no reason they can't go in there. I really don't see it. Right, where'd the conduit go in here? Yep. What's going on? Someone suggests it might be bugged out. I think you might be right. Let's range was 4, yeah? Where'd the item go? Probably up there somewhere. Oh, it's here. Range is 4. Items are not moving. I'm going to move manually for a second because I don't want my whole setup to break. Okay. Why? You know, why wouldn't it? I don't get that at all. Let's see if it broke over here, though. It didn't, thank goodness. Neither did that one. Oh, dear. Blackjack says it's in your hotbar slot too. What about this blackjack? Why is it now? I hit it with a wrench and then it stopped. I've replaced it. I've replaced the conduits. It's not taking the items out of it. I don't know why. The vacuum chest is still configured. Is the bottom of a block still set to output? I don't think you can do that. Oh! So like maybe... Ah! So there's something you can't see in the interface. Oh my god. Well, we learned something. So if I do that, I'm saying that that can't be the output, and there's no visible sign on the block. Okay, solved that one. Oh my days, right. Maybe it would have been smarter just to hit it again, to undo. So we're waiting on that to hit 10,000 basically, which actually might take a little bit of time. So I think we're going to have to just rely on the system, or we click on that and change it to like, just for now. Yeah, there you go. I kind of want to see it change in action, though. Oh, that didn't work. What happened there? Oh, wow. How many we got? Oh, 818. Oh, my God. What's going on? What is going on? I'm typing it, and my hotbar's getting rearranged. What's going on with that? We missed it again. Right, it's off. So it's going to make them up top. We're going to see them come through here. There you go. Things are getting crafted. Then it'll turn on eventually. As it makes more of them. There it goes. Beautiful. So that's how it works. Okay. Whew, right, let's crack on. So for me, the setup is pretty darn easy. Just got to do that each and every time. I don't know if I need to click anything else around here. Like, item. I guess you can do this with fluids, right? As well as that, we've got to click up top, so separate that now. Right, brown, red, orange, yellow next. Uh-huh. By the way, we had a noise in the ear during all that fiasco. It's Task Nick here with the Prime. Thank you, Task Nick. Appreciate you using the Prime on me. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time as we play the modded. Every day. Every day I'm modding. That doesn't really work, does it? Every day I'm hustling. Like that song. Oh, that song, eh? Right. And then all the way down here to yellow. So, apparently red is over 10,000. Now, not only that, it means I can break this here. Because we're no longer relying on that at the moment. And where did they go then? Did they go up here? They went somewhere, didn't they? Or are they in my hotbar and I can't see them? What's going on? Where did they go? Oh! They're there. I guess I don't have my magnet on, so it's all kind of different. Right, there you go. 8 more to go. And then we've got automatic petal creation. All the way up to 10,000, which none of those have. So why was one of... Oh, it's turned back, has it? No, wait, red. Red is not over 10,000. I never... Oh. Well, that's one way to spot a problem. That is one way to spot a problem. Right, now, lime, green, cyan, blue. Let's do these. Next up, green. Then we got the cyan. Here's the thing. If ever I want to come and change the amounts, I have to come down here and do them all one by one. Which, I don't know if there's any smarter way to do that. It just kind of occurred to me. Like, it might be cool to control this stuff from like a control panel somewhere, but... Maybe I could have put the level of... Oh, God! I think that was one of the ideas. I've thought about this project so many times, right? What I could have done is set it up so that the level emitters are where the transceivers are, and then you have the option to use a lever or a transceiver. So if I wanted more in the system, I could use that as well. But I feel like that's kind of pointless. So the way we set it up is fine, but yeah. There's just so many different ways of doing things in this game. And like when it's like an idea in the back of your head, then you think over it. Each time you think over it, it's slightly different. But yeah, I remember it now. I was thinking that these level emitters could be up top and also have a transceiver there and have the lever as well. And then you would have it automated and per request. So I could go over there and make a bunch more. But again, it's like, why do I want to do that? Not really. Just having it on display is kind of cool. So there you go. Right, the whole thing is done at that level. Now we've got to break these things up. By the way, if you've been watching these daily streams talking about sleep, binaural beats, I keep putting this binaural beat stuff on and I just keep having really good sleep. It's weird. I feel like it won't last forever, but it's welcome. Okay, Zag. And now that we've got the pedal game going again, we want to look at our pedals. Any over 10,000 yet? Because we will be able to visibly see them not working. I'm going to... Oh, there you go. Grey petal should now stop. It's still going. Okay, we might not be done yet. That is on. Okay, that does have an input. And oh, wait. Do I have to tick that? And the signal color is obviously something. Oh, why? Now we go up top. So maybe I'm not done yet. I just thought I was done. It now really does appear to not be working. No, still going. Okay. What am I missing now then? Well, first of all, there's no input here. Oh, please stop doing that. Oh, wrong way around, someone says. Well, no, because these worked before. Input is correct. Input is definitely correct. Maybe it just needs that, right? Maybe that's what it needs. Oh god, it looks like it's still going. Oh, now I do not understand. You broke that conduit, then put it back without configuring it. Look at the one beside it. Okay. Right, so it's the other way around. Okay, got ya. And it's connected those, which is annoying. So it needs to be an input. And it's connected those. Ugh, that one... Blackjack, how do you spot this stuff? Dang it. How do you even spot it? There's particle effects in front of it, but it's not active. Cool. Alright. Well, I'm glad I didn't just walk away from that, because now we know how to fix it. So, input, just need... No, input. Oh, wait, is it all working, but I just accidentally changed that? So, like, output, input. So, I think they might actually be correct. So, if that is true... Huh. So, the one that I test just happens to be the one that's broken. And the rest is actually all done correctly. Weird. I thought I had to change the whole thing. So, light grey isn't going either now. It looks like black might have just finished. Oh, no. Right, I'm going to leave you with this. Let's see. Like, you can see them sort of all active over there. You can see some of them all active over there. Yeah, you can watch them tick up. Right, I'm going to nip to the loo and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like only 2 of them have ticked over to 10k so far. I think pink might be the next one. Just looking at those numbers, looks like it's going to do it now, so we'll stick around. And yes, I was drinking some water. I really need to drink more. Brown changed. Oh, yep. And pink's about to go. So... yeah, brown appears to be inactive. And pink's almost there. Yeah, pretty good system. So whenever we make dyes elsewhere, this stuff will just turn on and off as we need it, right? So let's say I go ahead and now request for brown something or other. Brown concrete. If we look over here and type in petal, it didn't take it under 10k. I might not have requested enough, really. I mean, it's still crafting some stuff there. How much is actually there? And 2. So let's type brown again. And request that much this time. So it wants 25 dye. Oh, no. Come on, let us watch. What's going on here? It's not using it. I mean, it's still crafting it. Oh, wait. Does it have loads of the other stuff? Okay, right. Let's go back to concrete, right? I think what I've got to do is that. Make me just tons of that. Come on. That looks more like it. So now when I type petal. Ah, there we go. And then that turns on. Yes. There you go. What a project. What a bunch of automation. I can barely believe it. And in terms of the first part of our control room, it doesn't actually really control anything. It's a display unit. That's all we've built today, peeps, is a display unit. But it works, it's functional, and I ain't gonna move it. So, I want to start working on hemp, I think. I did not do as much in this area as I wanted to, that is for sure. I also might change up that material a bit, because it's a bit much when it repeats. That's kind of what I thought on the floor. Okay, so let's just request some more, or it might already... I'll tell you what, it's easier to just search for... Yeah, that, and we've already got some more. Cool! Do I got my wand? Need to put that back as well. I think that was there, yeah. Yeah, so not entirely sure how I feel about that as is, but you know, we can decorate it up and whatnot. But as for a control room, we can come in here and see that. Kinda cool. Definitely got to develop the area more, I think, to make it look super rad. So let's put back the things that go in there, and then the things that go over here. Definitely going to need a bigger chest now, aren't we? Some of this stuff really goes in my backpack as well. Cool. For hempcrete, which is the best building block ever, says Thomas. Yes, did I not finish my sentence? Yeah, we're doing that. So we need our hemp. We need our hemp seeds, right? And the suggestion that we had was the cloche. The cloche. I don't even know how you say it. And I... Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Up here. Now, what I'm unsure of with this is that you've got that. And is it like, oh, are we going down a rabbit hole? I'm not sure that we are, though. I guess actually, no. What we need first is a coke coal oven, because we've got to make treated wood. So we've got to make that. And, help me out here, chat. Help me out. That is the block that you use. I'm pretty sure. And I can't remember. You know, I'm going to have to use the manual in this mod, I think. Or whatever. I'm going to need that little guide to help me again. Don't make the coke oven. It's so slow. Well, I got to start somewhere, right? And I don't think I can... They're slow. Yeah, okay. They're slow and can't be upgraded. But, like, there's no alternative, right? Use thermal expansion machine, says Bricken. What are we going for? Creosote oil. That's a fluid transposer. Okay, that looks a bit different. Hay and charcoal gives you creosote oil. No, wait, making that gives you creosote. So you're saying pump wood or coal, pump coal into here, and basically get the creosote oil that way. Pyrolytic conversion. Since I've done the coke coal before, I'll do it this way. Alright. So I'll add that and that. Apparently that's already on the list. Put it to the top of the list. And then we just chuck wood in there by the looks of it. Redstone furnace, please. I thought I had a recipe for that. I'm absolutely sure I had a recipe for it. But apparently I don't. Okay. Is it there now? Uh-huh. You know what we could do? We could try... this is probably not a good time to do this. We could try and use AE2 to store the creosote oil, because at the moment all we want to do is fill up buckets. But I'd have to create a chain of machines to make a bucket, and I don't think that would work for the AE2 system. So I have to store the liquid somewhere. Wrong one. I'm forever doing this in like a reverse order. I seem to click on the last thing I need each time. Oh, Something else we need there, do we? Right, I know where we make those. We make those in that. So switch to that mode. Yeah, and then go add the copper. Oh yeah, wrong terminal. Need a bunch of that. Where'd it go? What? There it is. Yes, store it in ME, says Prostenic. I think it's a good idea. Also, we could use that new area we're building to display. Actually, I don't even know how it works. For some reason, I just assumed you'd be able to display it. That's something we need to look into. Blackjack, can we display it, like, on a wall? So a fluid disk, or a fluid storage bus with a tank. Oh, you can use a fluid storage bus. I kind of feel like... I feel like the... disk would probably be the best way to... Fluid storage bus would be like storage, so yeah, okay, I'd understand I'd just keep the tank full. I think the fluid disk would be more of a challenge. And can I display the fluids through AE2? That's what I'm thinking as well. Well, there you go. Now we should be able to create the augment that we're after. So if I ask for it, we might see this machine fire up. Yep, there it goes. And then a moment later we got that. Now we want our conversion kits. They're not called that. They're called something kit. Cool, throw this down. Oops. Then that thing can go on. Right, and then probably just more of the regular augments, I imagine. And then we want some wood. So yeah, that thing's going to have to work with another block if I want to make the buckets. Which, just to get going with this project, I feel like... wouldn't it make sense to do that? And I think the one you want is the magma. Let's type in wood here. And then a capacitor bank, maybe one with some power in already. So that's going to make the creosote oil as well as charcoal, which I wouldn't mind automating a little bit of charcoal. This is not the thing I'm thinking of. What's the block called? Fluid transposer. Thank you, Blackjack. And there it is. And then we make a bucket. I could also store buckets in the system itself. There's many different ways of doing these things, isn't there? I feel like that's that side, so maybe we just need... oh, there you go. And now we've got a creosote oil bucket. And that means that I can make some of the planks, right? Wait, I don't have my thing open. Every time that catches me out. I don't know why I can't get used to it. Okay. So we can do that now. No? Does it have to be spruce wood? I guess I've probably got like next to no planks. Yeah, they're all autocraft. There you go. So now that I've got those, I need to make the thing for the cloche. We're skipping over the coal oven, so it's the cloche. Add that. No. Hey. Come on. Wait. There we go. If you're wondering why I'm making those weird noises, it's just like click it down here and press delete and then nothing happens. I'm like, what? Right. Yeah, I've got to make that. And then that means I've got to make... So I probably need another bucket. Which means I should get another bucket. Thank you. And then we want our planks. Cool, and then I think these things make the sticks probably. Yep. And then use that to make the... Gotta click up here. Oh, every time. There's something. There's always something. Right, we're making that, which means we need this. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. We got that now, finally. And then we've got to make the components that go in here. For that thing. So like a nickel plate, redstone, copper wire, green stained glass. Shouldn't be too difficult. Actually, I probably want to make like a stack, right? Green stained glass. Stack of that. What was it? Redstone, copper wire, nickel plate. I think I can request that. There it goes. And that'll be the machine making that. And then the copper wire. So copper plates. And the... Oh, we can do it with shears. Right, and I'll take care of all of that. I'll take care of all of that. And then we'll have the cloche at the beginning of the next stream. Because my friends, I'm going to wrap it up right there for today. Hope you've been entertained. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. Be sure to hit the follow button before you go anywhere. And if you want to stick around, you can be a part of a raid. I'm going to send you over to Foxy No Tail today. And yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Hope you enjoyed the stream again. Thank you to all the peeps gifting subs and to all my Patreons. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.